Hey guys, JH, welcome to Practice Tee. And par for the course, it's it's about 45 k's here today, and it'll probably be noisy, guy, because the wind's blowing the noise straight across from the freeway, and the wind's just in the wrong place. But I've got to be here because of the sun. Okay, guys, today is probably going to be one of the strangest videos you've ever been exposed to, and certainly the strangest one you will ever have seen or heard me make. And guys, it's come about because at last I've actually achieved what I've been wanting to achieve since I was 34 when I first started playing golf. I'm 76 now, so you know, I've 42 years. And that is that I've got a golf swing that is a repeater and is invincible and infallible. Absolutely. And guys, I proved it because the last 3 days I went into a program where I came out here and I practiced, and I hit about 300 balls a day for 3 days. And I kid you not, with no exaggeration, I never missed a shot for 3 days. I say I never missed a shot. I never hit a bad shot. I might have hit it a little bit up and down the blade. Timing comes and goes. But for all intents and purposes, the ball started in the direction I wanted to hit every time. And with channel lock, the ball will start in the direction that you want it to start every time if you apply the protocols. Now, why am I saying that the video is strange today? Because guys, after I finished yesterday, and I'd had 3 days of just impeccable ball striking and flighting of the ball and getting it to go precisely where I wanted it to go, I had a huge letdown. A huge psychological, emotional letdown. And I'm a behavioural scientist, guy. That's my background. I mean, I've studied it my whole life. I've got a degree in it, and I understand how we operate as a species and how we're prone to psychological effects. And what's happening to me, guys, is what is normally termed the Everest Syndrome, or the passion assassin. And that is that when you achieve something, when you achieve a goal that you've been trying to achieve for such a long time, maybe your whole life, then once you've achieved that, the need and the want is gone, the desire is gone. I'll just tell you a little story. I had a very, very close friend who for 20 years, his whole life, revolved around going and climbing Mount Everest. He was a super athlete, used to train with me all the time, and his whole passion, his whole life, never got married, never had any kids because he just wanted to climb Mount Everest. Anyway, he finally got the funds together and off he went after 20 years, and he climbed it. And when he came back to Australia, I saw him about a month later, 2 months later actually, and we had lunch, and I bounced in and said, "Yeah, how are you, Arthur? This is fantastic." And he was as flat as a tack. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I said, "What's up, buddy? Are you ill?" He said, No. He said, and he proceeded to tell me what had happened to him. And he said, "JH, all my life I wanted to climb Mount Everest. It was the only thing in my life. Only thing. And when I did it, that true objective, that forcing me on, driving me on, was gone. Just gone." He said, "I'll never achieve anything as great as that again. And I know I'll never achieve anything as great as that again." And he said, "You think about that." He said, "When that happens to you, what does it do?" And then they termed that from then on, because I told a couple of guys, and they termed it the Everest Syndrome. And it's happened to a lot of people. And the tragedy of that was that 2 years later, Arthur was dead. I really just think, I mean, I'm certainly not going to be dead. I'm not going to die for that reason, but I'm sure he just emotionally got destroyed. And he just lost his zest for life to win. And the passion assassin attacked him with such vigour. Now, guys, that's a story, but I've had a similar situation evolve. And after yesterday and today, I'm just as flat as a tack, or as they say in Australia, as flat as a kangaroo being run over by a 200-tonne outback Australian road train. It's a bit gory, but they say that, flat as an Australian kangaroo run over by an Australian road train. But guys, I feel terrible. Why do I feel terrible? Because I know I can't get past where I am now. I've achieved what I wanted to achieve. I've got a repeatable golf swing. It does what I want every time. It must be what Mo Norman felt when he achieved his feeling of greatness, and what Count Yogi had when he said he had an infallible mental routine. Now I can't have those two. I can't use those two terminologies, but I'm going to coin my own. And my own one is that I've developed an invincible golf swing. It is invincible. Nothing can overcome it. Nothing can come and permeate it, contaminate it, or overcome it. It is invincible, providing the protocol is applied correctly. And I know what the protocol is now because my body's accepted it. It's embedded it, and it's infected my body with the protocol. I cannot set up and hit the ball incorrectly now because the protocol presents itself all the time. But it's the most peculiar feeling, guys. I just feel flat. I feel unbelievably flat because I've achieved exactly what I've been wanting to achieve for 40 years. And I know I can't achieve any better. This protocol will live with me forever. But what I'm saying, guys, is I don't want to just, put you people on a path of saying, wow, I don't want to go down that road. But the amazing thing is once you've achieved this protocol and embedded it, it can do this. It can do what I'm saying. It can do what I'm saying. Haven't hit a shot today. First shot of the day. Why do I know it's going to be like that? Because the protocol is there. It's just the same, guys. It can't do anything else. I'm going to stand here for 3 weeks. It's not going to change. And they're all going exactly where I want them to go. And the amazing thing is, guys, it's just, I could just do that. And I've been in the gym this morning and I'm incredibly stiff and tight. I had to go in there, I was so flat. Now guys, what it's done for me is it's given me a repeating golf swing. And it's a repeating golf swing and it's invincible. It will do this all the time. It can't not do it as long as I apply the protocol the same every time. And my brain now knows what that is. But what it's also done is it's developed enormous power for me. I'm hitting the ball further now than I did when I first started playing. And I was a super athlete then. Even though I was 34, I was still a super athlete. And I'm hitting it further now than I did then. And you guys, you just watch the acceleration of this golf swing. The club fairly rips through the ball. It's a 1 inch Bruce Lee hit. And guys, it's all come about, okay, the whole protocol, but the hunkering down, getting in here and setting up in this hunkered down, coiling the spring, forcing the spring down. That's what I feel. I've got so much coil in the golf swing now. Now there's a tree out here, guys, that I normally can't. The ball just ends up at the base of it. This is flying over that tree. And the wind is really strong here today. It's just doing that. And you know what? I don't really have to think an awful lot about the golf swing anymore. All I do is, well, for me the protocols are just embedded. They're just part of me now. They really are just a part of me. I'm going to keep hitting these while I'm talking, guys, because I just want to show you it's a laissez-faire. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to do anything dramatic. I've just got to get in here, feel the protocol, and just rip the golf ball. And guys, I promise you, Scout's honour, in those 3 days of hitting those 300 balls a day, not one went over here. Not one. They can't go over there. The geometry of channel lock will not let the ball go over there. It's exactly the same flight every time. It's just a hard power draw. We've got a really hard, strong wind off the right here. Now guys, that just feels like this. That's what it feels like. It just feels like I'm just coming down and the club's accelerating that last bit. It's just an amazing feeling. But the whole point of this, guys, is to tell you that, okay, I'm into this 14 months now. But I've evolved it and I've got it. You guys that are starting out with it, just go with the basics and embed the basics. See the shot every time you put the ball down. Feel the shot. Get in here, hunker down. Hunker down and hammer time. It's an old guy. This is an old geezer. It's an old geezer hitting a 5-iron as high as I've ever hit a wedge. And 20 yards longer than I've ever hit a 5-iron. It's really amazing. And the swing is invincible. I'll never miss a shot again. I'll never miss a shot. How can I miss a shot when I do the same thing every time? How can I miss a shot? No other conventional golf swing mechanics can ever contaminate this golf swing because they're not compatible with this golf swing. That's the beauty of channel lock. Once you've got channel lock in, you'll never be invaded by any other conventional swing rubbish. Just hitting shots, guys, because I want to show you. See how much I've got at the bottom. Now this is out of really hard, crabgrass. They're all landing in a 20-foot circle. And as I say, I might look like I'm hitting the same shot, same target. I'm not. Every time I aim at a different target. I'll hit this one way left. Just want to hit some shots, guys. I want to show you this invincible golf swing. I'll hit one over the camera. See how the hands stay in front of the body now, guys? That means that the shoulders are blocked when I hit the golf ball. See, they're always here, not over here. You're not going to miss a shot. You won't miss a shot. This is indelibly imprinted in my psyche, my physiology, my brain circuits, everything. Okay, so yeah, I've got to get over this this passion assassin, or the Everest Syndrome. Because, guys, I just feel like I've just achieved the ultimate goal. I've achieved what I set out to achieve. What more can I achieve? What I can achieve now is to pass this on to everybody else, or to other people. Now sit down, hunker down, JH. Sit down, JH. Sit down. This is the secret, and I'll do another video and we'll talk about that. Stay here all day. It's going to make a difference. You've only got to hear the sound of that to know how good it is. They're just piercing holes in the sky. That's all they're doing. And none of them are going left. Why? Because they can't go left. They can't go left with channel lock. Come on, Jay. Now watch this, guys. Watch how much power this old geezer's got. It's all there. Okay, guys, I'll come back and I'll do another video and I'll talk about some specifics of the things that help bring the protocol to its finality with me. Yeah, so at the moment I'm under the spell of the passion assassin and the Everest Syndrome. And my poor old buddy Arthur, he was dead in 2 years. And there was a guy that lived, had the most unbelievable zest for life. I'm not going to be dead in 2 years because I've got a lot of teaching to do, a lot of passing this on. But I'm flat at the moment because I think, wow, you've achieved it, JH. Must have been like when Roger Bannister broke the 4-minute mile. What would he have felt like a couple of days later? Okay, guys, I'll come back and we'll do some specifics. Just see all those shots? They were just perfect, weren't they? Well, I reckon they're in a 20-foot circle, every one. Yeah.